This is a story about being locked inside of my first job. Okay, so my first job, it was nothing special, like most people's first job, I guess. It started when I was in high school and I decided that I wanted to earn some money for myself, which then had led me to apply to various places, with one of those places being a series that was getting reopened in my area. I did the typical stuff you do as a store employee, fixing clothes, shelves, greeting people and stuff like that. Alright, anyways, the story takes place when I was working a rainy day on December. I was just finishing up my shift, getting ready to head home, and lo and behold, the lights turn off. And then I know what y'all are thinking, that this is some paranormal shit, but hold your horses, because it is not. I see two of my coworkers, one of them being my manager, walking fast towards the side exit of the store. And then keep in mind that I was in the toy section this particular day, which means shelves of toys. And then this had led me to not see much of what was going on at the time. But anyways, I didn't think much of it either ways. So I just continued waiting and standing at my station, thinking the power had just gone out or something. And lo and behold, 10 minutes later, my sister calls me and asks me if I'm doing okay. I tell her that I am and ask her why. And I shit you not, she tells me that there had been a shooting in the area that I was working. And then I had panicked a little and then realized why I had seen no one for more than 10 minutes. And then I just started walking to the side exit where it's so dark and see no one. And then as I reached the glass door, I see all my coworkers outside just waiting. And then it had turned out that I had triggered the alarm system. And my manager had gotten a call from the security company. And then it hit me. I got locked in the store and forgotten about by my manager and coworkers. I then asked him what happened, and it had turned out that there was a robbery that had led to someone being non-fatally shot at a nearby store, which had prompted the lockdown. And this led me not to trust those guys for every other day that I worked at the store up until I left my 2 weeks notice a few months later. Anyways, that was just a quick story about my first job. Peace out.